Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be drawing a character created by Snowy Sketches. This is her OC named Daisy. Snowy Sketches recently hit 100 subscribers and has now passed 150 subscribers. Her channel is awesome and her art is amazing, so you should definitely check it out if you like art videos. This video is my entry for her 100 subscriber contest. For this contest, I had to draw Daisy in my style. I love Daisy's character design, especially because yellow is my favorite color, which is the main color in her design. While drawing, I kept a screenshot of Daisy in the upper left-hand corner to use as a color reference, and so I wouldn't forget what she looked like. By the way, Snowy Sketches channel is linked in the description, so if you want to go check it out and support her, it is right there. So while drawing this, I knew that I wanted to change her pose up a bit and make the drawing a full body instead of just from the waist up, like it is in the reference. I had a lot of fun coming up with a pose and translating Snowy's drawing into my style. I knew that I wanted to make my drawing make a peace sign because in the original, it kind of looked like Daisy was holding up her arm like she was making a peace sign, even though her hand isn't really there. So when I was coming up with a pose for Daisy to be in, I originally thought that she would just be standing there in the middle of the drawing, but I later decided to make her sitting with her legs crossed, as you can see. I had to crop the canvas though to make her more centered on the page. I actually had a lot of fun doing line art because I rarely draw people sitting down like this. I also have never drawn another person's OC before, so this was pretty new to me. I think that my favorite part about her design was her really long wavy hair because it was really fun to draw and color. I'm actually very proud of how I drew her hair because I think I did a good job of making it look similar to the original but still in my own style. Plus, I usually don't draw people with pigtails or like super duper long hair, and so this was really cool to see how I would draw that in my style since I haven't done that in what feels like forever. As you may have already noticed, I decided to give Daisy a skirt with big buttons down the side. I've been drawing a lot of skirts similar to this one lately, so I felt like it would be fun to draw one digitally. I also felt like it fit her design really nicely and made the whole outfit more cohesive and fit for warmer weather. I also chose to make her sweater have cut-out parts on her shoulders to make it more unique. In Snowy's original drawing, the hair is covering Daisy's shoulders, so I felt like it would be fine to alter it a bit since it isn't shown in the original. I'm glad that I chose to draw it like this and like it was off the shoulders though. Another thing that I changed was that I added a small daisy to her sweater so it would fit her name better. I also added the same daisy to her head as well, so it looks like it is placed by her ear. I think this made her name a bit more obvious and just made her entire design much more cohesive. You also may be wondering why the background of the drawing just turned black all of a sudden. I did this because it made it easier to see where I was drawing the pale yellow color. This color was super close to white, making it much harder to see if I was staying in the lines or not. So I temporarily made the background black so I could see any mistakes better. Hopefully that all makes sense. Now, as you're about to see, I had to erase Snowy's drawing that I put in the corner as a reference. I didn't need her drawing there anymore at this point, but when I erased it, I noticed a dot that was underneath. It took forever to find what layer the dot was on, but I eventually was able to erase it. It was so frustrating seeing and going through every single layer trying to find where the dot was, since it wasn't supposed to be there in the first place, and I had to erase it. But I was really happy when I finally did find what layer it was on, and I could actually erase it. I decided to stick to a very small color palette of white, brown, and yellow for the whole drawing. These were the colors that were in the original, so I decided to keep it as close to Snowy's design as possible. I also just really loved this color combination. I tried to match the colors as closely to the original as possible, so hopefully I did a good job. At this point in the drawing, I was just adding some final details to finish it up. I went with a pale blue as the background color because that was the background color in the original. It also just contrasted the yellow and brown really nicely because it was a cool toned instead of warm toned, like the other colors in the drawing. I also contemplated giving her a necklace, but in the end, I decided against it. So this is my finished drawing and my entry for Snowy Sketches 100 subscriber contest. And I hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next video. Bye! I use the color pickled. You might also just... So when I was coming up with the pose for Daisy... So I decided... Oh my gosh.